Despite an increase in mortgage rates since the end of January, housing demand continues. There are still some instances of bidding wars in some Maryland market areas, and prices are not falling, contrary to what many buyers were hoping while they stepped out of the market to wait for a deal. It's Friday, March 10th, 2023. I'm Kimberly Barton of Kinetic Realty, your local market expert with this week's Maryland Market Minute. Be in the know, subscribe for your weekly local market updates. Well, those buyers who are waiting for a deal will be buying at a higher price when they could have already bought something and been enjoying it for the past 8, 9, or 10 months at the lower price. There is still talk of interest rates dropping to 5.2% later this year. But here's a tip if you've been holding off. If interest rates fall, you do know that you can refinance to a lower rate, right? I hope you do. And you do know that if interest rates do fall, the market will start getting weird again, and there'll be massive bidding wars and driving prices up. So there's a lot to think about in that one little area. We only know what is happening right this minute. No one has a crystal ball. Well, I do, but I won't use it to predict real estate. So know that stepping into the buying arena earlier also means you'll be buying at today's prices with the expectation of yearly appreciation. And yes, there is every indication that homes are appreciating and will continue to appreciate. It's not 1970 anymore. Now, finding the home you want may be a little bit more challenging in some parts of the state, as inventory on the market is not growing all that much. Though contracts are up again this week, let's look at the inventory activity over the past week. 903 homes are coming to the market, a rise from last week's report. 696 homes came on the market, marking a rise over last week. 656 went under contract, a marginal rise. 1,037 moved to pending, up over last week. 1,057 sold, improving to 16 days and holding steady at 100% list to sold ratio. That means that sellers have got their pricing right because sellers are selling at 100% of their asking price. The highest priced home to sell was in Deep Creek for $4,150,000. Rentals declined again this week to 2,049 rentals, holding at $2,200 per month, and days on the market falling by 1 to 30 days. What's on your mind about our local market? I want to know. Let me know what you want to know. That's a wrap for this week's Maryland Market Minute for March 10th, 2023. Thanks for tuning in. Be well, and I'll see you next week.